Hey Covenant friends and colleagues, I'm Kristi Smith and I'm the pastor of family ministries at Milwaukee Covenant Church. I've been at Milwaukee Covenant now for 8 years, which means I'm in a real sweet spot of ministry, working with families that I've built long-term relationships with. As you all know, in ministry, we don't always see immediate results, so it's been very sweet to see the way that God has moved and transformed people over a period of time. In my role at Milwaukee Covenant, I have the joy of walking alongside kids and students and families as they pursue Jesus together. I have a passion for creating safe spaces to ask hard questions and to wrestle with their faith and their understanding of God's character and presence. When we ask questions, we're living into our identity as God's people. After all, the Jewish people were called Israel, named after Jacob, the patriarch who was famous for wrestling with God. So you'll find me particularly delighted when a well-crafted youth group lesson plan is derailed by a long conversation of students trying to grapple with and understand the Trinity. It's important to me to reassure folks that for thousands of years, people have been trying to understand God and that we worship a God who is bigger than our understanding, but how good it is to be able to trust in a God who is bigger than our understanding and who holds our life in his hands. I often describe my call to ministry not as a Moses call, but as an Abram call. Moses is told, go do this thing, and you'll end up back here on this mountain to worship me. Abram is told, leave behind everything you know and go to the place that I will show you. I have found that my call has been a series of steps of saying yes to God each step along the way. And when I look back, I realize that the old Kristi would not have guessed that this is where God would have me. Growing up in a faith tradition that did not affirm women in ministry, it has been a journey for me to figure out what it was that God wanted me to do with the gifts that he had given me. But here I am on the verge of ordination this June, and I am so thankful to the Pacific Northwest Conference, to the brothers and sisters who have challenged me and encouraged me and supported me along the way. I've been attending or serving in covenant churches for about the last 15 years, and I have found our community of churches to be a place of healing and a theological home for me. I look forward to continuing to walk toward Jesus alongside of you, my brothers and sisters, in the coming years.